Hi, this is the second part of the material costing chapter, which is stock level. Before I'll go into the chapter, I'll try to explain the process of a manufacturing business. So what they will do is there will be a store and they will have a production plant, and store will receive the goods from the supplier and they will issue the goods to the production plant. So what they will do is, let's say if they have 600 units of raw material, every day they will issue the raw material to the production plant and it will reduce gradually. So they would decide some level where they have to make the new order to the supplier. It is predefined. So the management account and the business, the strategy decision would be taken to decide the level where they have to make the order. That level is called as reorder level. So reorder level is somewhere the level where we're going to make the order. Why we are having a level like that without waiting until the last moment? Because if we make order to supplier, it takes some time to reach our store. Therefore, you will need some days to get the orders delivered to your place or to your warehouse. So that specific days, let's say if you are making order today and if you are receiving your order after 4-5 days, that specific gap is called as lead time. So these words are very important because you should understand how the business works. The first one is reorder level, where they are making the order to the supplier, and it takes some time, let's say 4 days. That 4 days is what we call as lead time in accounting. Yes, so I'm going to explain this in a graphical way where you can understand how it actually works. So let's say we have some quantity in our store and they are issuing the goods to the store like continuously, and at some point they are making the order. So that point is called as reorder level. So let's say this is day 2, the second day of the month. So they are making order to receive the goods. So that is what we call the reorder level. So this, let's say I put this as 500 units. It means whenever they are reaching 500 units in store, they will make the new order to the supplier. They will call and make the order to the supplier. Then what will happen? So next day also they will issue to the production plant. Yes. After some days, let's say after 4 days, they are receiving the new goods. So let's assume this goes further down, and at this point they are receiving the new goods. Let's say they are receiving 600 units. So that 600 units is what? We call that as reorder quantity or EOQ. So if a business decided the EOQ, they will go with that because they know for the fact that is a least cost, which we discussed in the first video. And if they don't have any EOQ calculation, they will go with the reorder quantity. Reorder quantity and EOQ, what's the difference? Reorder quantity is whatever you purchase, that is what you call reorder quantity. EOQ again you are purchasing but at the least cost. Yes. So they will receive the new goods on this day. So let's say we are receiving 600. Yes. So here we will have something called minimum stock level. So practically, would they reach to the minimum stock level? No. But to define, to show in a graph, we just show in a way where it reached the minimum stock level. Yes. So they are receiving the new quantity on this day. I already mentioned it took 4 days to receive the new goods. That 4 days is called as lead time. Yes. So now on 6th of the month, we receive the new goods. How much we receive? 600, because we already decided the EOQ. If we don't have EOQ, we go with the reorder quantity. So we receive 600. So let's say this is 200. This unit is 200. Again, this is assumption that we are reaching the minimum stock level. Sometimes you may receive the new goods at level of 300 or somewhere, right? So this is just a level they have already defined, and to make it easy, I just put it in a way where it reach the minimum stock level, right? So 200 and we are receiving another 600, therefore it will be, let's say it will be, this will be, right, EOQ, that is 600, right, according to the example. So we reach some level. Again, I am assuming this is our maximum stock level. So who decide maximum stock level, minimum stock level and reorder level? That is by the management. And in this example, I am just assuming it hits the minimum stock level and the maximum stock level. So maximum stock level and minimum stock level I will explain later. But you should know for the fact maximum stock level is not your storage capacity. It might be your storage capacity might be, let's say in this example, this is 800 because 200 it hits 200, you receive 600 EOQ, so it is 800, right? So your storage capacity would be might be 1000. Yes, so maximum stock level is not the storage capacity, but we don't discuss about storage capacity in this graph, but still you should understand that maximum stock level is not storage capacity. Likewise, minimum stock level is not your what you call the danger stock level. So it hits maximum stock level, again it will go down. Means what? They are issuing to the production plant. Once they reach this level, they will make the call to the supplier and they will make the new order. So again it will go down and we will receive the new goods. So will it be same? No. The lead time will be same? No. So lead time is what? If you make an order today, you will need 4 days to receive it. So this time it is received within 4 days. Next time it would be 5 days. So lead time is again we define as 4 days to make it easy. It is not the practical scenario, right? So again this is, we put as 10, and again if I have the same lead time, again it is 4 days. Yes. So we go back to the maximum stock level, then again they are issuing back to the production department and it will go down, then we will make the order once we receive the reorder level. So these are the levels we do have in this chapter. Yes. Now I am going to explain these 3 levels and how they are calculating these 3 levels. First one is reorder level. Generally a business who has the past information, from that they will calculate this. And also we do have the formula to calculate this. For the advanced level, you actually need the formula and fill and get the answer from the formula. So earlier we have discussed about the movement of the stock for the manufacturing business, and I have introduced the 3 levels of stock. Now I'm going to have the formula for the stock level which you should memorize to do your final exam. Yes. First one is reorder level. Reorder level. So reorder level equals to maximum consumption into maximum lead time. So what does maximum consumption mean? What does consumption mean? Consumption is the quantity which is used by the production plant. Yes, so you are issuing your raw material to the production plant and they are using to manufacture the final good. So that is what you call maximum consumption. These values will be given in your exam. So you have to just fill it and get the answers. And what is maximum lead time? So lead time we know. So if you make an order today and if you receive after 5 days, 5 days is the lead time. According to the graph we had earlier, we have defined the lead time as 4 days, I think. So that is the 4 days we defined. But maximum lead time in the sense it is not practical that all the time it takes only 4 days to receive the goods. So maximum lead times would be, maybe they will give me the question how long it takes for the business maximum to get the stock to their warehouse. So that is what we call maximum lead time. The second one is minimum stock level. Minimum stock level equals to reorder level which you got from here minus, so you have already used maximum into maximum, it should be average consumption into average lead time, right? So again, reorder level is what you found from here, and average consumption they have to give. They say if they give the maximum consumption 1000 and minimum consumption 200, the gap or the say like what you got 200 and 1000, 600 should be your average. 200 plus 1000 divided by 2. So that is what you got average consumption. Likewise, if they give the minimum lead time as 2 and maximum as 4, then 3 is the average lead time. And the third one is maximum stock level equals to reorder level plus reorder quantity minus. So you have already used average, you have used maximum, it should be minimum consumption into minimum lead time. And the last one is average stock level. So average stock level generally is minimum stock level plus maximum stock level divided by 2. Yes, or we go with minimum stock level plus EOQ divided by 2. So this is one formula and this is another formula. Both the formulas are given in your syllabus, but if you try to find the answer in both formula, you won't get the same answer. Don't confuse with that, because this is just formula to get the answers. What is important in this formula is, if you are using something weeks for the time, because it would take 5 days, or it would take 2 weeks or 3 weeks like that, or months. If you use months or weeks, let's say if this is week, then your consumption also should be for a week. If it is month, your consumption also should be for a month. Let's say if they say maximum consumption for a week is 100, then you have to assume 400 for a month. That is important. So I'm going to give you a question related to the stock level. So you can try out the question. After that, I will just give the answer. I'll just explain the answer for the question which I give. Yes. Okay, the first question, the requirements are reorder level, maximum stock level, minimum stock level and average stock level. So first one is reorder level. So reorder level, you should know the equation, which is maximum consumption into maximum lead time. For the maximum consumption, we can use the word maximum usage as well. And for the maximum lead time, we can say maximum waiting time or maximum consumption days. So it is the other words you should know to do the questions, right? So in this question, maximum consumption is 300, and if we just read the question properly, they have given these values, this quantity for a day, because the question is based on days. Yes. And maximum lead time, so they gave reorder period, so that is also another word for the lead time. Reorder period, they give average 20, minimum 10, therefore this is 30. So answer is 9000 units. Second one is maximum stock level. So maximum stock level equals to reorder level plus reorder quantity minus what? Minimum consumption into minimum lead time, right? So reorder level is what we found, 9000, and reorder quantity is given 3000, and minimum consumption. So minimum consumption also given as what? Maximum is given 300, average is given 200, therefore minimum is how much? 100, into days is what? Minimum days is 10. So 1000, 11,000. Third one is minimum stock level, which is reorder level minus average consumption into average lead time. Yes. So reorder level is 9,000. Average consumption is given 200 into average lead time is given 20. So 4,000. So this is 5,000. Yes. And the fourth one is average stock level. So I'll write here average stock level. So average stock level equals to what? Maximum stock level plus minimum divided by 2. So 11,000 plus 5,000 divided by 2. So these are the basic question we do have to calculate the stock levels. So there is another thing which you should understand, like what will happen if it reach or if it pass the maximum level, and if the stock level goes below the minimum stock level, what will happen? So if it goes above the maximum stock level, yes, there will be issue with the storage, but still I told you that we will have some quantity to store, because maximum stock level is not the maximum capacity of your the warehouse, right? So what are the issue we do have? So first one is, yes, if it is high, you will have some issue with the storage. Sometimes you will have some issue with the obsolete. Why? Because you have to keep your stock for a long time. And if it goes below minimum stock level, what will happen? It doesn't mean you are not having stock at all, right? You are having stock, but it goes below minimum stock level. The issue we have, like let's say if you get a immediate order to produce or something, you couldn't be able to do it. Why? Because you don't have any stock. So that is why we are having the levels there. Okay, the second question. The questions are almost same, so I'll try to raise this and try to get the answer for the question. Yes. So first one is, again you have to check how they give the information. So the normal usage, which is consumption, they gave for the week, and the period also in week. Yes. So normal usage is 50, minimum is 25, maximum is 75. For this we need 75. And reorder period maximum is 6. So 75 into 6. 450 units. Second one is maximum stock level, or they ask minimum stock level, right? Okay, minimum stock level. So minimum stock level, reorder level, which we found as 450, minus average. Average is how much? 50. And average lead time. So lead time they give 4 to 6, therefore it is 5. So 250, so your answer is 200 units. And the maximum stock level. So maximum stock level, reorder level is 450 plus reorder quantity is given as 300 minus minimum consumption. So minimum consumption is 25 into lead time is 4. So 100, 650. So this one, the average stock level is 650 plus 200 divided by 2, right? So 850, then 425. Or what is the other equation? The other equation is what? Minimum stock level plus EOQ divided by 2. So EOQ is 300, right, which is reorder quantity. So 150. So like this. So that is why I told you. So if you are getting the answer from this and this, it would vary. It won't be same. So either method is fine. So those are the answers for the question number 2. And question number 3, where I gave the quantity for each month. So first question is reorder level. Again the equation maximum consumption to maximum lead time. So maximum consumption is you have to find from the quantity given for each month. So in the table you have the maximum consumption of 2200 in October. So that is what we call maximum consumption, right? And in this question if you check, the lead time is given in months because the question is based on month. Consumption is based on months. Yes. So lead time is maximum is 5. So 11,000. Second one is maximum stock level. So reorder level is 11,000 plus reorder quantity is given as 7,800. Then you have to find the minimum consumption and minimum lead time. So minimum consumption is how much? Minimum consumption is 800 and the lead time is what? 3, right? So 2,400 you have deduct. So answer is, I think, somewhere around 16,400. And third one is minimum stock level, where reorder level is 11,000 and average consumption. So average consumption, how to find? So there are 12 months and 12 different quantity, so you have to get the average of that. Means 1000, like you have to add all 12 quantity for each month, the quantity in each month, which is somewhere around 18,000, and you have to divide that by 12. So that is what we got average, which is 1,500 into average lead time is 4. So 6,000. So if you deduct 6,000, you will get the answer of 5,000. And average stock level, again, maximum is 16,400 plus minimum is 5,000 divided by 2. So you get the answer here. Yes. So this is how it works. So the important point which they are testing very recently is about to find the consumption or the matching the consumption with the time. If the time is based on month, consumption also should be based on month. If the time is based on days, consumption also should be based on days. And this is the second part of the chapter, which is straightforward, where you should know the formula for each level and you should know to mark in the graph where I have discussed earlier, and you should have a little bit knowledge about how it actually works, how the process works, how the store works, and how they are transferring goods to the production department, and the name and the words which we are using. What does reorder level means? What does reorder quantity mean? And what is lead time? So those words are important. Yes. So in this chapter, in all the question, we have used reorder quantity in our maximum stock level. If they give economic order quantity, that can be applied instead of reorder quantity, because if I already told that if the business decided the economic order quantity, they go with economic order quantity. Therefore, this can be economic order quantity as well, right? If they give economic order quantity in the question, you have to apply that instead of reorder quantity to get the answer. So this is the second part of the chapter. So I'll discuss about the store ledger, which is FIFO and weighted average method, and the issuing part and how the process works in the next video, which is the third part of the chapter. Thank you guys.